why don't we, who are all infinite beings, who have all the power there is in the universe behind us, know that we are that way? Why don't you know that you're infinite? You've heard it again and again and again. You're inherently totally free, perfect, all glorious, all everything. You've heard it, some of you, for years. Why don't you see it? Ellie, why don't you see it?
I was just thinking, why don't I see it?
I know. Isn't it ridiculous? Isn't it stupid? Why do infinite beings like you come to hear another being talk to you? Because in the first place, you do not believe that you are. You will not accept that you are. You think, yes, it sounds nice, but. There's always a but going on. And this but is butting you down all the time. If you only wouldn't butt it, if you would only accept it, from that moment on you would put all your effort, all your energy into seeing this terrific being that you are. I say you don't want it. You tell me you do. And this is the important point. You don't want it. And until you face up to this, until you confront it, you can go on forever and ever and a year more saying, oh, this is what I want. I'm on the path. I'm seeking freedom. And you can do this lifetime in and lifetime out forever. Until you will actually accept the concept intellectually that I am infinite, and therefore it is ridiculous and stupid to live the way people live in this world. You happen to be in the, I guess, the helliest hell there is in the universe. And fortunately so at the same time. We're living in almost the most limited state possible unto beings anywhere in the universe. We could go down lower. We could become animals. And animals are beings who also eventually discover their limitlessness. But isn't it stupidly stupid to live a life with the extremest of limitations if you believe that your natural state is infinite? This is why I say you don't really believe that there are no bounds on you. And you prefer to be an extremely limited physical body, to be cherished, to be, well, I don't want to get you women angry with me, but I was going to tell you what you do. You know what you do all the time. And the men are not far behind you. They're very vain. We put on nice clothes, we dress ourselves, we scrub the body, and we paint it in the morning, and men do these things too, and we clip the lesser life part of it, and then we take it off to work. Why? So you can maintain that extremely limited state of needing food and clothing in order to survive. Working is only a concept of limitation. I must work in order to live. If we had the conviction that I must sleep 8 hours a day in order to live and survive, that's the way it would be. You would just sleep and everything would come your way. Because whether you like it or not, you're unlimited beings. Whatever the mind holds becomes so. The mind is only a creator. The only creator in the universe is you. You think, things happen. And you're happening everything you're meeting with every day. You have established this extremely limited state of beingness called a physical body. And you're holding on to it for dear life. I'm trying to point up to you that you really don't want to be this unlimited being. You really don't want to be totally free. You want to have this limitation, and you want the limitation to be nice, delightful, entertaining. And it just can't be. And you struggle your entire life trying to make it so, and you die, and you have a vacation on the other side where you're far better able to think and immediately have things happen. And then you come back into a physical body, and you keep working through this physical body until you're able to free yourself from the physical body while you're in the physical body. You can never get free of it anywhere else but from within it. So the thing to do is to recognize how much you don't want this state of freedom. It's the first thing you must do. You've got to confront it. Because if you really wanted it, it would take you weeks, maybe months, to become totally free. To become omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. So I've answered the question. The reason why you don't get it is that you don't want it. All right, now you're going to say to me, but I do want it. And I'll say, yes, you tell me that, but you don't show me that. You say you want to be totally free. You don't want to be this limited vehicle. And the next moment, proceed to be this limited vehicle. The next moment and every moment. It's very rare that you don't think, I am this body. And being this body confines you to it. Change the temperature 40 degrees, it dies. Give it a chemical called a poison, it dies. Don't give it oxygen, it dies. Why do we want to be this terribly limited thing? You've got to confront these things before you'll ever let go of it. Are there any questions on this point? I think it's a very powerful point. If you will get to see what I'm presenting to you, it'll only be a matter of weeks or months before you can and will be what you really are, totally free, limitless.
Isn't it fear? Fear of the unknown that holds us? Or is it a feeling that we don't deserve it? An old childish feeling that we don't deserve this?
Well, if you're asking me, I would say it's a conviction that I am a body that does it. And therefore, if I am a body, anything can hurt it. Therefore, I'm very fearful. Somebody might hit me with a car, or I might eat the wrong food, or a little cool breeze might come on me and do away with me. And it's a conviction that you're the body that makes you fearful. Now, beingness has no form, no action. It's a static. It's changeless. And yet this is the thing you're holding on to when you say survival. It's the I continuing. That beingness is the infinity. But when it tries to be a limited vehicle and keeps its attention on the limited vehicle, it thinks it's that limited vehicle all the time. And this is what we're doing. We're looking at this body every moment, saying that this body is I. It's very simple. And what I'm suggesting is, let it go and concentrate on discovering yourself. If you would put your attention only on yourself, you would very quickly discover it. Weeks, months, that's all. Anyone can do it. And the reason why we don't do it is because we don't believe it, we don't accept it, we hear it, we say, yeah, and then the next moment we go all out in being a very limited vehicle called a body. To help you not fear so much, I can tell you, you don't lose the body after realization. Christ had a body. Jesus walked around. He had full realization. In fact, he had it before he was born. When you get realization, you don't lose the body. You lose your concepts of limitation of being only a body. In place of it, you first see that you are everybody. Then you see that you are everything, then every atom. And then in the ultimate, you see that you are all beingness. And that all energy and matter was an illusion. A fiction that you created and set up. And after that, you look at your own body the same way you look at other bodies. objectively. And the body can never again disturb you. It can never again disturb the deep, wonderful, profound peace that you are. So you don't disappear upon realizing who and what you are. You don't lose a body. First you gain every other body in the universe. So I'm trying to bait you now, since you love the body so much, be 1,000,000 bodies. And when you are 1,000,000 bodies, you're close to seeing your ultimate state of pure beingness. But I hope I'm leaving you with a provocation. I'm trying to provoke you into looking at yourself and recognizing that you really don't want this infinite being that you are. That you really want to play as though you're a limited body. And therefore, you're not quickly discovering who and what you are. If there are any questions, I'd be very happy to help you, if I can. Yes?
How did you arrive at the fact of we have to gain realization in a body? Why couldn't we just die and be realized?
Because as long as you are a body, you have very strong convictions that you are a body, and you're holding it in your mind, and you'll always be a body again and again and again until you let go of the desire to be a body. See, so it's while you're in the physical body that you have to let go of all desire to be a physical body. Now that word desire is a very powerful word. The only reason why we have bodies is because we desire them. The only reason why we are limited in any way is because we desire limitations. Become desireless and you're unlimited.
Is it all that we can conceive, maybe? Is it all that we can conceive? Like we conceive we have to have a body because we always had one or something? So it goes on and on.
It's a matter of choice. Whether you face it or not, you've chosen to be a body. If you will dig within you, you will discover this. The real culprit is the thing called the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is a storage closet of thoughts. We create thoughts, we put them back in the subconscious, and then we act as though they are not there. Every subconscious thought is just as active as any conscious thought is. But we have created this mechanism of subconscious thinking. And the subconscious thoughts are only the conscious thoughts that we're not looking at this moment. And right now there's millions of thoughts going on in your mind. You bring to consciousness a few of them at a time. But all those millions back there are active. And this is the greatest difficulty. It was a very handy mechanism in the beginning. It was an automatic pilot. When we became more and more involved with thoughts, we put them on automatic and stopped looking at them. And we are now running on automatic. called the subconscious mind. And this is your greatest difficulty. If you could make the subconscious conscious right now, you would be realized, because you would see all this limitation that you set in motion in the past that is now continuing invisible to you. And by making it visible, naturally you're going to drop all the limitation. Keep your attention focused on you. If you would do this only for weeks or months, you'd get full realization. I say only, which means not stopping it and looking at I am a body with problems. It'd be very quick.
Are there degrees of self-realization?
No. There are degrees of letting go of self-imposed limitations.
I'm not sure that that's different. In other words, if one were not self-realized, because he was holding on to the self-imposed limitations, and does he become self-realized by letting go of them?
You see, you're self-realized here and now. Holding on to concepts of I am not realized. So there is no growth into the unlimited state. That is, there's an apparent growth of letting go of the self-imposed limitations.
What would you call that?
Letting go of self-imposed limitations. You'll never ever be satisfied living life in the world, or in any other world, or in the heavens. There are heavens on top of heavens on top of heavens. We happen to be in the hell realm of the heavens. And you'll never ever be satisfied until you go to the ultimate.
Well, then, from your
So you
statement, how
recognize
can we
it.
know we're realized when we are? If you can't know it, you can only be it.
By being it, you'll know it. All right? See, now it's just semantics.
Yeah.
When you're realized, you see no otherness. There is only I, all alone. It's a point of view that you will have that'll be just that way, even though that apparency of a body will be moving around on an apparent earth, talking to apparent other bodies. But you'll know it as an apparency, as an illusion. And you will see only oneness. But again, it has to be experienced. You can experience beingness.
But doesn't it get boring after a while?
No. It's what everyone wants more than anything else in the world. It is the most satisfying. It's the greatest satiation possible. You're looking for it all the time, and you're asking me, will be boring. You're seeking it in everything you do. Your every act is seeking this. You'd be surprised how simple everything is that seems to be complicated once you see the truth. If we wanted the ultimate truth as much as we want to be a body, we would have it in a matter of days. That's how simple it is.